There's something you're supposed to be doing, isn't there? You naughty boy. Don't think I don't know what you've been up to. There's something more important, more worthy of your time that you should be doing right now instead of scrolling YouTube trying to find something to watch. You know what? I give you my permission. Go ahead and click off of the video and do whatever it is that you need to do that is more important than watching this video right now, and it better be important because this shit's important. Okay? You can go click off and then come back when you're done to give me my watch time. I'd appreciate if you did come back. Okay, you can leave now. And to those of you who stayed, I'm assuming there's nothing more important going on right now, and either you're just doing your chores and listening to this in the background, which is actually what these videos are supposed to be for, or you're just being a fucking bum and watching the straight footage with the audio, in which case good on you, man. I want to talk about distraction, especially in the modern day, is very, very, very prevalent, and it's something that I do a lot. You know, I know I was flaming the people who should have been doing something, but that was low-key me for the past 2 weeks since I quit my job. When I was at work, I'd be in a fucking dusty ass, loud ass factory. People fucking cutting metal up right next to me. I can't hear shit. I can't breathe because it's so dusty. I'm always coughing. If I wasn't wearing a mask, I'd always be sick. I would always be sick without fail. And I'm not taking it for granted, right? I'm glad I had the opportunity to work. I'm glad that I was able to make money and set myself up for success by doing all that. And I'm also glad because it taught me a lot of things. I feel like I learned a lot about like what I want from life and about myself at work. But it's just, the work sucked, man. I'm grateful for it, but it sucked. And I was just dreaming while I was working. I would literally close my eyes and dream of being outside, being with my friends, going camping, going on a hike, skateboarding. Literally sitting, I would dream of sitting in my bed and reading. It was all I'd ever want, was to go home, sit on my bed and read, or to go home and play on the piano. I was so motivated to do shit. At my job, I was thinking, when I quit, man, I'm gonna be so productive. I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna get shit done. I'm gonna be making videos. I'm making music. I'm gonna learn how to skateboard. I'm gonna learn Spanish. And it's been 2 weeks since then, and I have done none of that. Well, some of that. I have not learned Spanish in 2 weeks, unfortunately. I don't know how to skateboard, but I have uploaded one video that took me like 15 minutes to make, and I have made some mediocre background music, which wasn't exactly what I meant when I said I was gonna make music. But I realized the reason that over the past 2 weeks I haven't gotten shit done was because I've just been distracting myself with other productive things. Like, instead of going upstairs and recording a video, I would be like, you know what else is also productive? Baking. I'm gonna go learn to bake. I'll bake some muffins, I'll bake some cookies. I mean, dude, literally right before I started recording this, I was baking banana bread. I spent the last 2 hours baking banana bread. And guess what? That shit was gas. But also, guess what? It didn't mean nothing to me because that didn't help me further anything. Anyone can make banana bread. That shit is not hard. I was acting like me making banana bread was gonna help me unlock some kind of level in baking or some shit. If I wanted to be a baker, if I wanted to make cakes for a living, that would be fire, right? But I don't want to be a baker. I'm just learning how to bake because I feel like it's a good skill to have, right? I'd read, pretending that reading is productive, when reading was literally, before the internet, reading was considered something you do in your downtime. It's something you do to relax. And it's not like I was reading nonfiction. I was reading Brand New World by, I can't see their name on the book. The book is behind me on a shelf. I can't read their name from here. But I was reading Brand New World thinking, oh, I'm so different and smart because I'm reading while everyone else is scrolling. When in reality, I'm no better, bro. Sure, reading is probably better than scrolling, but reading isn't, I'm not getting anything done when I'm reading, That's why I love audiobooks so much. And now that I'm on the topic of scrolling, I thought I didn't understand people who scrolled all the time, right? Because I was always working. I was at work for 12 hours a day, fucking slaving away. I didn't have time to scroll. I'd come home, I'd shower, I'd eat, I'd go to sleep, and then wake up, do the same thing. I didn't have time to scroll, so I was like, how are you spending your time scrolling, doing nothing, right? But now that I have all the time, I'm just spending hours a day scrolling. Dead ass. I've probably spent today alone 2 hours. My daily average, I'm pretty sure last week was 5 hours on my phone. And probably 3 of those 5 hours at least was scrolling Instagram. Not to mention like other things you can scroll, like Facebook Marketplace. Fucking Simple. Dude, I would spend hours just looking at fucking stocks that I didn't even understand. And being like, should I buy this, or is this a good idea? It's all distractions. Like when I was working, I was so motivated. I was so motivated to go home and do shit, but I didn't have the time to. Now that I have the time to, I have no motivation to chase the thing that is going to lead me to the life that I want to lead. I feel complacent. I feel complacent now that I'm here. When in reality, it's not gonna last. This is gonna be gone in 4 weeks, 5 weeks maybe. 5 weeks it's gonna be gone. I'm gonna be back to the place I was. I'm not gonna be at work, I'm gonna be at school, which might be better or worse, I don't know, because I'm gonna be in biology, so it might be hell on earth, I don't know. But I'm going to school, I won't have the time, and I'll probably be feeling the same way that I felt at work. I'll be like, man, I wish I wasn't fucking studying in this library with all these people I don't know and having to do this group project with this terrible partner. I wish I was just at home playing music. I wish I was at home in my bed reading a book. And I know that it's not going to last. I know that in 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks it's going to be over and I'm going to be feeling the same way, but I still don't feel motivated to do anything. I'm like a master procrastinator. And because I have the need to feel productive, right? If I can't just sit and watch YouTube. If I sit and watch YouTube, I'll actually hate myself. I'll hate myself for that. So what I do instead is I distract myself with seemingly, in quotations, productive activities that aren't actually furthering me to the overarching goal, the overarching thing that I want to achieve, which is freedom. If I keep going down the route that I am, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna graduate with my undergraduate, go to med school, residency, and I'll be a doctor, right? With the assumption that everything goes smoothly, that, I don't break all my limbs and become like that one anime girl image, like the one where she's all bandaged up like a mummy. I want to be a doctor, right? That's what I tell everyone. I want to be a doctor because it's reputable. People respect doctors. You have status if you're a doctor. And I do enjoy biology. It's the only academic subject I've ever enjoyed, but it's not truly what I want to do. I imagine myself in 10 years, when I'm like 30 years old, as a doctor, and I imagine myself miserable. Well, maybe not miserable, because misery is a choice, right? I'd probably still be happy, but not nearly as much as I could have been. I don't want to die and see the life that could have been if I just had spent my free time doing what I actually wanted to do. You know what I mean? Getting to the point. Distractions are everywhere. We know this. You know this. You probably have an unholy screen time, and you're probably watching YouTube right now when you're supposed to be doing something more important, or you're doing chores to distract yourself from the more actionable step you could be taking, because it seems like this big daunting task when in reality it's not all that. I want you to stop, right? Think, what am I doing right now? And then think, 1, what is stopping me? Realistically, what is stopping me from taking that first step? And 2, what would be the outcome if you just didn't do it, right? So for example, what's stopping you from studying for that test? Because I'm sure some of you are in summer school or watching this when you have school and you're procrastinating on doing an essay or something. What is stopping you? Okay, chances are you're on your phone or your computer. I don't know how else you'd be watching this. I guess on a TV. Anyways, back to the point, right? What's stopping you from opening up your textbook? You know, you're probably in your room, your bag's right there. What's stopping you from opening up your textbook or opening up your professor's notes and just reading? You know, realistically, what's stopping you? Nothing's stopping you. Let's be honest. Nothing's stopping you. You're just procrastinating. You're just distracting yourself. Anyways, 2. What will be the outcome if you don't do it? So if you don't study for your test, you get a bad grade. Unless you're like a savant and you have photographic memory, you might be chilling. But for the large majority of people, you don't study for that test, you're probably gonna get a bad grade. You don't do that essay, you're probably gonna fail. Your GPA is gonna drop. You're gonna be fried. But you know, maybe you're not in school. Obviously, this example doesn't apply to you. But I want you to think of a way it does apply to you. If you want to be a TikToker or something, what's stopping you from setting up your phone and recording a little TikTok and then uploading it? And what's the outcome if you don't do that? You don't become a TikToker. If you really want to become a TikToker and you don't fucking make TikToks, you're not going to be a TikToker. 1 + 1 = 2, guys. Come on. I say come on. I say like I'm talking to a baby, but this is literally, I'm talking to myself. These videos are me talking to myself because this is my, I struggle with the same thing. I'm always getting distracted. In my mind, honestly, the main thing that was stopping me from just sitting down and recording was the fear that my parents would hear me talking to myself in my room and thinking that I'm some kind of schizophrenic. When in reality, my parents probably can't even hear me. I mean, they're downstairs. And they're kind of old. Oh, someone's calling me. Okay, so I have the perfect example of what I'm talking about getting distracted. So someone just called me to ask if I wanted to go play soccer, right? So after the call was finished, I just started scrolling. Because of course I did. Of course my freaking social media addicted brain started scrolling. I like snapped out of it like a sleeper agent. I was like, yo, what am I doing right now? I was watching a video about some bullshit. Oh, about a torrent, how torrent ACLs like ruin careers or something. It is not important at all to me. This goes to show all the shit that's there to distract you. But I'm just talking, right? Moral of the story, don't let yourself be distracted from what you're actually trying to achieve. And when you feel like there's something you should be doing and you're not doing it, think of what's stopping you from doing it. And then think, what would the outcome be if you didn't do it? Yeah, that's it. Amen.